Editorial: a familiar dilemma in Denver. Why Sam Ehlinger might force the Broncos' hand again. The quarterback room in Denver has become a chessboard, and once again, Sean Payton is thinking 3 moves ahead. While the starting job belongs to Bo Nix and the number 2 spot is firmly held by Jarrett Stidham, a new layer of intrigue is unfolding at training camp. Enter Sam Ehlinger, the athletic under-the-radar signal caller who is quietly making a compelling case to earn a roster spot and potentially force the Broncos to repeat last year's calculated gamble of keeping 3 quarterbacks. At first glance, this might sound like déjà vu. Just a year ago, Denver surprised much of the league by trading for Zach Wilson, a former number 2 overall pick written off by the Jets. It was a move that raised eyebrows, but in hindsight, it proved to be a savvy investment. Wilson didn't just survive the preseason, he thrived in it, demonstrating enough growth and presence to warrant a spot on the 53-man roster. More than that, he became a behind-the-scenes asset for rookie Bo Nix, helping him prepare weekly alongside Stidham. He was a value add in the locker room, on the practice field, and in the film room. The Broncos ultimately extracted everything they could from that trade, and Wilson walked into free agency as a more respected quarterback, eventually landing in Miami. Now, with Wilson gone, Denver appears to be following a similar blueprint. The signing of Sam Ehlinger in free agency may have flown under the radar, but don't be fooled. Payton doesn't do anything by accident. The former Texas Longhorn isn't here to fill space. He's here because he offers something different. Ehlinger's skill set brings an element of versatility that simply doesn't exist with Stidham or Nix. He's a natural athlete, mobile in and out of the pocket, capable of extending plays or creating something from nothing. In a controlled preseason environment, where improvisation and raw ability often separate players on the fringe, that mobility could be the X factor that pushes him over the top. More importantly, it could give Payton the flexibility to reintroduce elements of his old New Orleans offense, the kind that featured Taysom Hill in wildcard packages that kept defenses guessing. And if you think this is just speculation, think again. Payton himself couldn't hide his enthusiasm after watching Ehlinger perform in camp. Really positive. He made a throw today. He's extremely athletic. He's comfortable throwing on the run. There's a little moxie to him. He's very good off the pocket, very good off schedule. He's strong. I like the player a lot. That's not boilerplate coach speak. That's a coach hinting, loudly, that he sees something worth developing. Ehlinger might not unseat Stidham, but his growing momentum is undeniable. Still, there's a catch. Unlike Wilson, Ehlinger doesn't come with a high draft pedigree. That means if Denver opts not to keep 3 quarterbacks again, the front office might feel confident sneaking him through waivers and onto the practice squad. From a roster management standpoint, it makes sense. But from a developmental and tactical perspective, it might be a missed opportunity. The real question isn't, can the Broncos afford to keep 3 quarterbacks again? It's, should they? And based on what we're seeing from Ehlinger, that answer is starting to shift. What's unfolding in Denver is more than a training camp storyline. It's a glimpse into Sean Payton's long-term vision, one that values adaptability, depth, and maximizing every asset in the building. Sam Ehlinger might not be a household name, but he represents the kind of underdog story that has the potential to matter by mid-season, just like Zach Wilson did. So stay tuned, Broncos country. Don't overlook the 3rd quarterback. He might just be part of the master plan. What do you think? Sam Ehlinger, real contender or just a camp body? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you love serious football analysis and inside access like this, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to join our growing community of fans who live and breathe the NFL. This is your team. This is your season. Let's ride.